What's up, guys? It's the Power Mirai. Just want to say a few things before we got started with the video. First things first, I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Shem. Without him, this video would not be possible. I'm going to link all his stuff in the description below. He's an excellent Mega Man content creator. I also plan on making lots of new content this year similar to this video. So definitely make sure to like and subscribe to stay in the loop. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
I want to know what you just base reaction from the trailer. How do you feel about it? What was your first initial reaction?
My initial reaction to seeing the duel, like, I was genuinely, it was like a bunch of mixed disbelief. So the first thing when he said, like, bringing back old franchises, I was like, hold on, wait. And then they brought out that symphony and they started playing Wily Stage 2. And the first thing that I noticed, because I'm a huge nerd, is all the I noticed the years and the numbers on the top, and I was like, and I was watching with my friend James. We were watching the Game Awards together. He was literally the only reason I was watching. I was like, oh my god, James, that's the years of the Mega Man game, and that's the years of each Mega Man game in the year it released. And I was like, oh my. And then I saw the Dr. Light number, and I was like, oh
yeah. That's when I knew for sure. I kind of knew when I saw the years, but I was like, because I watched it after the fact. But like I was like, well, what is this going to be? Like people said there was a new Mega Man announcement, so I was like, okay. And I saw it on Twitter first, so I didn't know what it was. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be Mega Man. This is crazy. Like, and just seeing, I really did like. I'm excited for it. But how did you feel about how like it looks in general?
I was genuinely like, I know some people are like, it looks too much like 11 and stuff, or like it hasn't improved much, but honestly I thought it looked really good, like just off of the Mega Man design. Like I said it in my own like reaction kind of video, but the Mega Man design looked really good, and it looks really good in motion. Like I really like his run cycle and stuff.
Yeah, that's one of my main gripes with 11, because the way he runs is like, they're trying to emulate that kind of like Smash Brothers NES. Like the way he moves in Smash Bros is based on the NES, obviously. So yeah, like, they tried to recreate that stiff motion, but it kind of didn't work just because of the way he looks in that game. And like it's a 3D model, so it kind of like, I feel like they would have to go that whole 30 frame look, like in terms of like the way it's animated.
Yeah, I agree actually.
Because it's still animated like it's supposed to be. He's supposed to be moving in 60 frames. Like if I could, whenever I edit this, if I'm not lazy, I'll like put an example. But like I'm definitely probably gonna be lazy. But it's like when you're animating a 3D model like that, you can kind of tell it to just jump to a position instead of like animating the whole motion. And it kind of just looks like they just had it automatically go back. It doesn't look like he's actually running. It just looks like he's like moseying along. I don't know, like. But in 12, he definitely does look like he's putting in work. Like this is Mega Man. He's actually like out here. It's more similar to like how he is in 8, I would say.
Yeah, actually, he runs almost exactly like how he runs in 8. I actually made that comparison myself.
Yeah, the 8 is one of my favorite games. I like the more, like, I don't know, I guess you would say Chad Mega Man, like where he's like just cool. But like I can go with like a QT Mega Man type of vibe. I feel like a good blend of it is Mega Man powered up, like because he still looks cool in that game. But he's definitely like more like
cutesy version of him of all time.
Yeah.
But I do get what you're saying. I actually like powered up Mega Man a lot too.
Yeah, he's very cutesy, but like I don't know. It's hard to describe. Like I feel like they lean too much on the cutesy and for his actual in-game model on 11 versus how it is in 12, where he looks like he's like somewhat serious.
Yeah, he still look like he has bigger like hands and feet in this new chart, and I was gonna call this charged up in override, in dual override, but he has like still the more serious expressions that he had in 11, and I think that looks really good.
Right. Yeah, So how did you feel about like some of the? What do you think they're doing with like some of the hints that they put? Not hits, but Easter eggs. Like for example, like Gamma,
Oh,
and
yep, Gamma, yep.
what do you think
Um,
they're kind? Where do you think this game kind of takes place? Like you think this is gonna be like a like further along in the timeline? Or is this gonna be? I know a lot of people on the internet are saying that they think it's gonna be kind of like the bridge between X and Mega Man, but I don't know where it could possibly be on the timeline right now. But I think it's interesting that Gamma is there, and like they're trying to do a lot with that character or robot in general. Like it's interesting to see.
I think one thing that I did think was interesting is that, like, in the same trailer that we see schematics of Gamma of, they have all these giant robots in the background. And it
Right.
seems like big robots are playing a big deal, so maybe Gamma was like the, what's it called? Maybe he was like the basis of all of these giant robots that we see in the game.
Right.
Because, and a lot of other people pointed out stuff too, like there's a robot restaurant in that
Yeah.
trailer too. So maybe this is like a big, like maybe this is like Comic-Con, but like for robots.
Yeah, like
Robot.
like a robotics expo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's something similar. The first stage is that I like I hope they do something interesting with the boss structure, because it seems like, you know, that I mean it could just be one stage, but to me it seems like maybe it could be like two stages, because it's like in the daytime and then it goes to nighttime.
Day
But it could
and
also
night.
transition, but
True. Bounce Man stage did go from day to night in 11, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, so it could just be that as well. But if they did that, I would be down for that as well. Like just like you, it's a two-parter or something, or maybe you fight a mini boss and then you go back and then you fight, like just something to freshen up the flow, because you know it is a series with 12 entries. So
Bro.
and
Well,
I do, as
six
much
of
as
them
I
look
like
the same.
11, I wish they had a little bit more other than just the what is it called in that game? How am I forgetting this? The gear system.
Oh yeah.
So like as and dual override is like interesting too, and just as a concept, because like, what are they gonna do with, like, it seems like they already did that with 11, so what it has to be different some way. So
Right, exactly. It has to have like something to make it stand out, especially if the double gear ain't returning. So
yeah,
something that I think is, so speaking of, I really hope something that people told me in the video that I didn't think about. I really hope that what we saw is an intro stage.
right,
Which
yeah,
would make sense, because it doesn't seem because you know how most of the Robot Master stages, they're like kind of focused on something,
Yeah,
on like
yeah.
some sort of design. But a Robot Expo is like very broad, just robots in general. So maybe it's an intro stage to lead up to the main game, and maybe that's when the Robot Masters are all kidnapped, because you know they're attending the Robot
Yeah.
Expo or something.
right. I'm thinking, a lot of the things that you're saying, yeah, that's probably why I'm thinking it's like a intro stage. But it's also like, I wonder what they're gonna do, since it does go from day to night. Like what's going on, and if the robots are gonna get stolen or something else happens.
Right, there has to be some sort of middle transition, because they don't usually do like time transitions in Mega Man, and it doesn't mean anything for the stage.
Right. I'm all like, we mentioned, I don't know if we recorded it, but we, like, if bass is in there,
Oh my god,
I
bass-
need that, because it's just like, it'd be such a missed opportunity, like when Proto Man wasn't in 11, it was weird, because it was just like, that's another extra playthrough that people would just play through the game just because it's Proto Man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And maybe I'm spoiled, but I don't. What was your first Mega Man game?
My first Mega Man game was 8.
Okay, my first, my first Mega Man game, I could probably say, was Powered Up in Maverick Hunter X. And
Okay, yeah, if we're naming two, yeah, my first was 8 and Maverick Hunter X. I played them on the same PSP. We emulated 8, but
Right.
actually bought Maverick Hunter X.
right, 8 was like, I would say 7 and 8 were like the next two games I played, and then I kind of went back through the catalog of the rest of the games. But so I feel kind of spoiled with that. Like I want that same kind of ambition. Like, you know, Power Up, you could play as literally all the Robot Masters.
Oh yeah,
And
bro. Yeah,
the
power.
replayability on that game is so stupid. Like, it shouldn't even be a PSP game. You could make levels. You could do like I want to see stuff like features like that in more Mega Man games, because like that makes it an actual like an experience that you're gonna want to come back to, not just like. Of course, you know, Mega Man 11 is critically acclaimed. Like, it's a very good game, but
Of course.
are you going back there and playing that? And that's something that is going to make people want to go buy this game a lot more, even people who aren't fans of Mega Man. And I know that's like one of their like goals for the new like fiscal year is to have
with their new model. Yeah, they're trying
yeah.
to get people to get into the franchise.
Right.
And I think you're right, because here's the thing. I think like something that a lot of people don't understand is that multiple playable characters is a really good incentive to give a game like another go.
Right. And it's like even if it's not just another go, like maybe somebody doesn't like, you know, the way Mega Man. I mean, this is obviously it's a really strange thing to be doing when you're buying a Mega Man game, but like maybe somebody doesn't like the design of Mega Man. Newcomer, they get the choice between Mega Man Base and Proto Man. Like that's pretty fire. Like it's somebody, they're gonna find something. And on top of that, one of the critical things about Mega Man is that it also has like somewhat of a story for the classic series, but like the rest of the series definitely has a story, right? And we care about these characters, so even if it's just story differences, like obviously the gameplay would be different, but like the story differences alone are worth the other playthroughs.
Right, exactly. Actually, speaking of Base's absence in 11, someone pointed out to me how weird it is that he, of all characters, missed out on a power boost and speed boost, because, you know, the speed gear. But, like, he was the first person to not the first, but he took the evil energy in Mega Man 8 to get more powerful. So it makes no sense that he didn't at least have, like, a...
Yeah, like, where was he? Like, it feels... Like, that game doesn't even feel like... It's weird to me, because it feels like a soft reboot, but not. Because it's just, like, adding to, like, you know, a previous... Like, it just feels like they were starting anew, and then they didn't capitalize it on it, like, after they made that game.
First game that Proto Man doesn't, like, appear in at all. By the way, since 3. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the main... I think the gameplay and everything looks great. Obviously, they can polish a little... Like, they can do a little bit of polishing and stuff like that. I think the background elements are super cool. I hope we see more, like, levels and stuff that have, like, interesting things going on in the background. Like, just that add to, like, the story building or world building.
Right, like we see like how we know this is a robot festival, because we can literally see Beat in the background, Gamma, all that type of stuff. So I do agree. I want to see, like, what other Easter eggs and stuff are they gonna put in the background to celebrate.
Right, and it's like it's something about Mega Man games, like just progressing through them, and when they have a good like story and world building, you really like you feel like you want to like go through these stages and beat that. Like it makes, and when it all connects, it connects. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So that's one of the main reasons. Like I struggle sometimes to get into other like indie games that are like Mega Man, because like it's not the same story that I'm invested in.
Dude, I'm not even going to lie to you. I can play like a fantastic indie game, but like there's just something about it being a like what's it called? Like an official product.
Right.
That just makes it feel a bit special.
Right.
No disrespect to all the indie games I played. If y'all watching, people who made indie games that I played watching this, don't take it to heart. It's all love. It's all love.
I no, genuinely, like I love indie game. I like the work people do on these indie games, like 20x and stuff like that. Like it is peak.
Oh my god, 20xx and 30xx, yes.
Peak. It's like it just is like when the heart of the series, like the story and the characters are not there, it's different. Like I'm gonna be more invested if they make an X9 right now, even if it's bad per se, I'm gonna be more invested in it because it's the story progressing from all like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I really do want to know what they're. It's so the thing that's crazy to me about X9 is that they teased it in the X Legacy collection and then never
Dude,
did anything with
don't get
that.
me started, bro. You want to hear some? I don't know if you know about this, but this will ruin your day. At, there was X9 was supposed to be done on the PlayStation 2 before.
Yeah, I remember they were talking about it.
Yep.
Like, I even remember. I remember seeing the proto dude well, he didn't do the interview, but I think he translated it. Or it was on his site. I
He
remember
didn't
that.
do the. He found out like through an insider basically what was going on with
Yeah.
X9.
Okay. Yeah.
So like if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but like I looked at that multiple times and it seems like he did talk to them, but he wasn't the primary, like I'm not sure.
Right. It wasn't like a prime. I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I X9, that's what I'm saying. Like these games, I love classic series, but like where I'm really invested is when you got the story plus the gameplay, and it just makes me feel like it's the way that it intertwines with each other. Like as I'm progressing through the game, I feel like it's progressing with the story because like as X is getting stronger, like you're playing through the game and progressing and getting stronger. Like you know what I'm saying?
And X is actually becoming more competent. Yeah.
Right.
That was a big theme of X1, and they actually I never even realized that was a theme of X1 until I like did that video on it, and they executed that perfectly.
It almost makes it feel like it's unintentional perfection. Like and it's like it's so seamless. It's like you get these armor parts and you eventually start looking and you get like your Buster literally looks like Zero's Buster by the end of the game. If you didn't like, and in Maverick Hunter X you get his Buster and stuff. It's like it's just cool stuff like that. Like even if they added like I just want more elements like that in the Mega Man games. So if they're making this Mega Man 12, I want to see them do something with the story elements, and I don't want them to just throw everything to the side and be like how it did with 11. Kind of.
Yeah, it's just kind of its own thing, like its own little bubble.
Like they
11, it could really be before, like considering that Proto Man isn't in the game.
Yeah, like where if I were to ask somebody, I don't know where somebody was to ask me rather, I wouldn't know where.
The only reason why we would know it's like farther in the timeline is because Dr. Cossack made Tundra Man, if I'm correct. But like other than that, like. No Proto Man, like, dang, where is bro at?
Like, even, look, literally, bare minimum, this is my biggest ask, and this is the main thing I want from 12. Like, it's probably the last thing I will say about 12, and then we'll move on to, like, more of the future of the franchise. Yeah. But, like, give me boss dialogue for real. Like, let's talk about why they're, like, give me perspective.
Oh, like how in Maverick Hunter X they had a boss dialogue.
Yes, even in Powered Up is just like even.
Oh yeah,
like,
you're right.
It just stuck like stuff like that stuck with me. It's like that is like the extra mile that lets me be like, okay, like these are the characters that they say they are, not just. I'm not reading subtext,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I get. Literally, actually, as a person, one of my favorite things is like seeing how characters interact.
Right.
So like. I used to, that there's people who upload like literally just full videos of all like interactions of characters and stuff in fighting games, or even with Maverick Hunter X, X8, all that. I love those videos. Like, dude, I genuinely love watching that type of stuff.
The dialogue in X8 makes me laugh because they're all in character. They're all so in character, dude. Like. When X is going against that panda, I think I don't know what his name is. Is it
Bamboo Pandemonium?
Yeah. I was gonna say that don't leave your brain after they stated the intro.
Some of the X names do not leave my brain.
Yeah.
Literally, I love how in X8, after like half of the game, the remaining Mavericks, X0 and Axel is just like, all right, buddy, what does Sigma promise you?
Yeah. X says like he's like. The Pandemonium says something about like he wants to go to war or something. And X is so tired of it, he literally just like it's just dots. Like he just stops saying anything.
Yeah, he's over it by that point.
It's like that stuff is cool, man.
No, I do love that type of stuff. That is, like I said, I love interactions like that in games. And the fact that it's like for each character, because you play as Zero, Axel, and X, so each of them have their own dialogue with the bosses. I hope Dual Overdrive have that too.
Right.
Okay. I know you said you wanted to be off of Dual Overdrive, but there's one thing I want to mention because our original recording apparently got clipped.
Yeah, yeah.
One, I hope that the bosses also use the override state. And two, alongside hoping that Bass is a playable character, I really hope Roll is a playable character too.
Yeah,
They can
dude.
make
Like,
her play
why is Roll
like she
being
did in Powered
shafted?
Up.
Like, literally every game. Like, they have designs for her to have a Buster and stuff. And, like, even if they didn't, like, a melee character would be cool.
A
And, like,
melee
game
character in Classic would be so cool. You cannot tell me it wouldn't be.
And she's a fan favorite, irregardless. Like, you know, like, that's just strange.
Broom and water bucket. That's all she needs. Broom
Right.
and water bucket. Yo, actually, okay. I should have brought this up for Mega Man 12, but I hope they do this. But you can put this in this recording because I don't care what Mega Man game it is. One thing I hope and pray that the new Mega Man games that's coming out follow. I really hope, like just like the Zero series, all the Mega Man games that's coming out get a new game plus.
Yeah, dude. Like, like, give me something. Like that, just give me a new playthrough. Give me a solid you can even change it up. Like make it like one of those games. An example's not coming to mind of a specific game, but my example is if you beat through the game on easy, right?
Right.
You don't really get like simple dialogue between Mega Man and the Robot Masters, right? It'll be like, this is who I like. Not obviously not so simple, but like it'd be like, this is who I am, and this is why I'm fighting you, Mega Man. Blah blah blah. But once you get into New Game Plus, like the harder mode, right? You get more lore.
Oh, like Maverick Hunter X.
Yeah, you get more lore from the harder version or the harder playthrough.
Okay, yeah, that actually would be cool.
Because like that's what a lot of other games will do, and that like it works. Like it makes you like, I'm gonna play this so I can see. Like if you play the hard secret ending, you get the you get the lore. It's worth it.
Right, you get to know more things.
Right, even if it was something as simple as like, let's say Bass is in the game, right?
Yep.
Let's say he's the secret like hard New Game Plus, right? You beat the game with him, and all of a sudden, like you do everything you're expecting the same. It's the same playthrough all the way to the end, right? And you beat like Wily or whoever, right?
Right.
Out of nowhere, Zero busts out and starts going crazy, and that's like the secret final boss, right?
And you wouldn't have gotten to see it unless you did that playthrough.
Right. Like stuff like that will be super crazy. Like, or even if they do like a Proto Man playthrough, right? And it's completely separate.
Right.
Have like King or somebody or something crazy like that.
That's actually a great point, actually.
Like that,
Let them
like
get
just
his
do
get back for
cool
getting
shit
cut in
like
half.
that. Like that's what Mega Man needs. Like we all care about these characters. There's so much you can pull from. Or you can even do something crazy like I forget what that virus is in it's like Ramoon or something.
10.
You can have that be in
Oh.
somebody's secret ending and just be like, oh crap, like we gotta like this is how this was stopped, or like, you know, just something.
Yeah, have him be a big threat in the next game.
Right.
Too. Have a classic game where Wily isn't the main villain.
Right. Just something little, like some neat little secret thing that if you play it, you play it. If you don't, you don't. You miss out on it.
Also, just saying, a new game plus adds a lot of incentive because starting I'm just saying, I think only the Zero games does this, and X8 too, I think. But starting a Mega Man game with all your weapons is just really fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just adding more butter to the pile. Like, because a new game plus in general, like I wish you could start. I think you can in ZX. I'm not sure, but I wish you could. I'm pretty sure you can in ZX. And start with all your like abilities and stuff.
Can you? Dang. If that's true, then I need to play ZX.
I think you can because I don't remember. I think.
You know what I do remember about ZX? Funny enough, that adds to this. If you beat the game as both, you know how you lose Model X like after a while,
you can
right?
get Model X back and you can get Omega.
Yep, exactly. If you beat the game as both Vint and Ale, you now have Model X forever, which is really cool.
And like you wouldn't get like that's what I'm saying. That type of shit, I need that in Mega Man games. Like it's just so it gives me a reason to just keep playing that.